Looking at these two images, would you consider either of them to be art? What if I told you one was made by a human and the other by artificial intelligence? Would that change your opinion? Hi, I'm Ray. I'm an artist and a student, and for my English 1102 class, I've been researching one of today's most debated topics in the art world, AI-generated art. So, what is AI art? In simple terms, it's artwork made with the help of generative AI, technology that finds patterns in data and creates something new from a prompt. Just type in a description and boom, AI gives you an image, a poem, or even music. Cool, right? But one big question keeps coming up. Is AI art actually art? I wanted to know what people really think about this, so I created and published a survey. I got 67 responses. 54% were hobbyist artists and 35% identified as art appreciators. When asked, is AI art art, only 21% said yes, 51% said no, and 28% were unsure. So already, most people involved in the arts don't see AI-generated work as legitimate art. So why the resistance? One big reason is fairness. In 2022, a man named Jason M. Allen submitted a piece generated using an AI program called Midjourney to the Colorado State Fair's annual art competition, and it won first place in the category Digital Art / Digitally Manipulated Photography. Naturally, artists were not happy. In my survey, 84% agreed with the statement that AI art should not be eligible for galleries or competitions. Another issue is job security. AI threatens a couple jobs in the art industry. For example, AI can create a stylized portrait in seconds for free. That's work people used to pay artists for. The same thing goes for concept artists, which create visual designs based on what their client asks for, usually for films and video games. If AI art can mimic human creativity and create a character based on a prompt, then there will be supposedly no need for concept artists. 57% of my survey participants agree that AI threatens job opportunities in the creative world. But here's what surprised me. When asked if AI would replace human artists in the future, 51% of the survey respondents said no. That got me thinking, maybe we don't need to fear it. We just need to figure out how to work with it instead of against it. Here's my take. AI doesn't have to be a threat. It can be a tool. It can help artists brainstorm, generate quick concept references, and experiment with styles. Think of it like Pinterest, which artists use for references or other sources of inspiration, but more interactive and efficient. But we need transparency. AI-generated work should be clearly labeled in galleries, competitions, or anywhere it's displayed. In fact, 78% of my survey respondents agreed. It should always be disclosed. This will protect human artists while still allowing AI art to be appreciated on its own terms. Some people say AI art shouldn't be included at all, but excluding it entirely limits creative possibilities. Instead, let's create separate categories for AI-generated art and embrace it responsibly. AI-generated art is already being created and shared everywhere. It's not going anywhere. Instead of rejecting it, we can shape how it's used, ethically, creatively, and responsibly. As artists, viewers, and innovators, it is up to us to decide what the future looks like. What do you think? Should AI art be considered real art? Should it be allowed in competitions? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching!